Hey there guys, and welcome back to, finally, Let's Play Banjo Kazooie. It has been a long time since I recorded this, for various reasons. I bought an HD PVR, and every time I would go to record with it, I would start the recording, and it would all be like peachy, like it seemed like everything was working great. And I'm like, Yahoo! And then I clicked stop recording, and it would crash my computer. Every single time. So, I was going to go get a new HD PVR. I was just going to swap it out. However, the store that I bought it from was out of them. So, basically, that was a week of time in which I was going to record Banjo Kazooie, and I didn't because I was waiting to record it in HD, because I am playing it on 360, so it would look very nice in HD. That aside, however, that didn't end up happening. So here we are again, recording with the Dazzle. Yes, that is what I use. It's not the best thing in the world, but hey, it works. And I was going to record last week, in the past week or so. However, some of you might know, that also gives a hint as to when this was recorded. However, my internet has been on the massive fritz recently. For God knows what reason. Basically because Frontier, my internet company, is just terrible, and they've been being terrible recently, and they've been the epitome of anti-helpful. They've, been just trying to screw us over, it would seem. So, I don't know. Either way, I haven't had internet for a while, and because I'm playing this on 360, and I actually bought this game on a different 360 than the one I'm using, my license is not transferred to this console, because I honestly didn't know you could do that. So, because of that, I can't actually play Banjo Kazooie unless my Xbox is connected to Xbox Live. So, I was going to record in the last week. I did some of my online prep stuff pre-recording, and lo and behold, I couldn't record because we didn't have internet. So, yeah, that was also very unfortunate. However, that aside, excuses as to why this has not been recorded recently aside, here we are recording, and that's all that matters, right? Kind of. I mean, we are here, we are recording, this is a thing, this is happening. My voice is entering your ears, and so is Banjo Kazooie entering your eyes. So, that's half the battle, I suppose. However, if you didn't notice from the picture that we just did, because I didn't really talk about what we were doing there, we were unlocking our next world, naturally, which is going to be Mad Monster Mansion. I don't know, this isn't my favorite world in the game, that's for sure. It's not terrible. It's just, it feels like such a small world, but it's easy to get lost in still. For me, at least. Which is kind of a pain. However, as you could guess, there's a mansion here. This reminds me of Super Mario 64, that Boo, the Boo world, where you have to, go attack the Boo and get the thing out of his stomach, and then hop into that. That's what this reminds me of right now. Just kind of the idea of getting into a world and the first thing in front of you being the mansion there, etc. So, that little reference aside, first Dinjo! And yeah, I'm just going to try to destroy this world really quick. I do not want to be here for any longer than you can go die. For any longer than necessary. Also, you see how that guy now came back together? Yeah, that's what the enemies here do. The skeletons, that is. They don't actually die. They're like dry bones. They crumble, and then they come back. So, that's just another thing to tack onto the list of things I'm not the most fond of about this world. However, when you get onto this roof, be sure to turn to Kazooie legs as quick as possible. You will slide off almost instantaneously if you do not do so. However, in this place, we have one of the weirder puzzles of Banjo Kazooie, which is going to be, you see all these letters around the outside, and you see this jiggy thing that I managed to not stand on. Greetings, O Solid One, I'm Tumblar the Mighty. Tumblar the Mighty! Solve this puzzle, and you can take this infernal thing that's stuck under me. Yes, so we are writing on Tumblar the Mighty, and the idea here is to spell Joe, where's the J? I don't remember. Right here? Yeah, it is. And if you do that, without getting hit by this, and you do it in the time limit, what do you think you're going to get? The thing under him. Why did I say that like that? Of course you're going to get the thing under him. Or under Banjo. Of course you're going to get that Jiggy. What else were you going to get in response? I mean, that just seemed like a really obvious thing to say. And how did that not trigger? Oh, because I didn't hit the Z. Duh. I'm dumb. Guys, FYI, if you didn't know, I am dumb. My apologies for that. Now, 00. There we go. Yeah, barely missed the purple guy that time. And don't hit any of those witch things if you can help it, because otherwise, essentially what happens is they take away a life. Why was that essentially? That's exactly what happens. God damn it. And Tumblar just kind of fades into nothingness. And this is the E edition of the Jiggy Dance. Now let's get the hell out of here. Man, there's not much to say today, frankly. Like, I'm trying to think of things to say that would make sense. Also, grab that Mumbo token. There, yes. However, nothing's really coming to mind. I mean, I did just play this level. So, I mean, that's probably partially what is up. Actually, you know what? Let's go in here. Sure. In here we have what some people find the most annoying thing out of this level, which is these little pots. And what you have to do is you just have to poo an egg into them. However, some people find that extraordinarily difficult. I'm not really one of those people. I think it's a little bit annoying because their hitbox is pretty small. Like, you have to be pretty damn accurate with your egg pooing. I don't know how many of you poo inaccurately. However, oh, I'm out of eggs? Really? I've never run out of eggs, I don't think, ever. Okay, so I'm not completely sure how I managed to squander all my eggs. However, I'm going to have to be pretty damn accurate here, because I only have 2 eggs left, and I still have 2 pots. Oh, I have 3 pots. Shit. Well, I'm going to have to go find 1 more egg somewhere. That's terrible. Oh, how did I use a gold feather there on accident? Oops. Also, egg, get inside that pot. Yes. Okay, so I still need to find 1 more egg. Why couldn't they put, like, 1 egg over here with the pots? Like, that would be really, really appreciated in this one case. How did I squander all my eggs? Seriously, what did I... Oh, I shouldn't forget that Mumbo token. I did know that was there. Man, what did I do with all my eggs? Can't get over that. Okay, well, that was a colossal waste of time. I'm sorry for that. However, we do have eggs now, and we can poo our last egg in there and get our... This is the poo edition of the Jiggy Dance. That's just pretty much all there was to say about that. I'm not sure what else I was going to say, except for, like, the pot edition, but that's not much better than the poo edition, frankly. So, let's see if we can get our Kazooie legs here and pick up all these notes. So we have things to do that don't involve going and wasting all our time hunting for eggs, because that is exactly what that is, a waste of time. So if you jump up here, and be very careful up here, because it's pretty easy to fall off. However, you get around right to this side, hop in where the Mumbo token is, and you'll come out right on top. Also, be extraordinarily careful up here. It's amazing how easy it is to get... When you're jumping on these notes, it's amazing how easy it is to get, like, caught on one of these edges, and it'll just shoot you right off, just like that, kind of. Actually, not quite just... Oh my god. That is really unfortunate. This is not my... Oh my god, this is not my day at all. Why am I sucking so hard at this right now? I mean, you've seen me in previous videos. I'm actually, not to be unhumble or anything, however, I actually think I'm pretty good at this game, generally. But today, it's just like, this game is my nemesis. This is the antithesis of my being. However, note, thank you. And now there is a little spring pad right there, as you can see. However, it's just as easy to hop up there with Kazooie. Get yourself the Weather Vane edition of the Jiggy Dance. And now let's be on our merry way again. Well, okay, I was trying to clear that fence there, and get over here to begin with. However, basically land right on those notes. However, that did not happen. So, I guess we lost about 5 seconds of time there, not that it's the end of the world. Also, grab your Mumbo token there. Man, we have a lot of Mumbo tokens. 28? Holy crap. We can afford a lot of stuff right now. That's for sure. Also, let's grab these red feathers. Oh, 29? Okay, we're good on feathers. For some reason, I was just thinking that if I was low on gold feathers and low on eggs, I might be low on everything, somehow. However, don't forget these notes up here. Basically, the notes in this maze are the easiest ones to forget. So, I think I got all of them. 'Cause I don't think there's anything over there. No, that's everything in the maze. Okay. So these ghosts right here, probably the most annoying enemy of all time. You, like, can't hardly kill them except with the gold feather, and they're so fast and they'll hunt you down through walls, through everything. So just... yeah, I wouldn't even recommend messing with them. Also, I meant to climb up the pipe over here. I'm dumb. This is my dumb day. I guess everybody's allowed one dumb day. Hey, look, an egg. I could have used that a while ago. I didn't even come up here on the roof to look. That window right down there that you can see, right in that was it's like a room full of eggs. So I got like 8 eggs in there. So that was all we needed. Also, let's hop right down here to this cellar. And I can't seem to go into the beak bomb or the pile drive or whatever that's called from Kazooie Talon Trot. So we have another one of those ghosts here. Just get out of here, you bitch. Okay. So here we have a Mumbo token. In this one we have the wine barrel edition of the Jiggy Dance. Now that's 4. Making actually decent progress here pretty quickly. So once we get the notes up here, however, there's still a number of hidden things in this room, I must say. Over here we have our pink or purple Jinjo, depending on how you want to think about it. And in here, wait for it, we have the Cyan Mystery Egg. Sorry, I love that music, so I wanted you guys to be able to hear it too, so I shut up. Because I'm a nice guy. That's just how I roll. What can I say? Just, oh my god, you stupid bat. The enemies in this level are so irritating. Okay, so if we come up here, blast out these windows. We don't want to go in them right now, but we are going to need them blasted out for later. So let us do that. And this one as well, and then the spring pad, yeah, it's right there. Very good. Because we do want to get up top here, because there are windows that we want to blast out, namely that one, and get inside. Because over here, we have ourselves life, which we could always use. However, we have ourselves the yellow Jinjo. And I don't think there's anything else in here except 4 notes up in the corner. Yeah, that's all there is. Okay, so get out of there. Get away from me, ghost. I don't want nothing to do with you. You are a bitch. Okay, so get ourselves note. And don't forget the note over in this corner. It's amazing how easy when notes are symmetrical like that. At least for me, how easy it is to forget one. So let's get ourselves this note as well. And the green Jinjo! Or this Jiggy, rather. This is the chimney edition of the Jiggy Dance. So, man, this entire house is pretty symmetrical because there's notes on all 4 corners and there's a mirror on each side that you want to go in. Because in this mirror, we have notes galore. Also, I just pecked over that guy. Wow, what a bitch. Oh, man, I got hit by the fire there. this is really not my day. 1 note in the corner. That's an easy one to forget, too, because you don't really see it on the camera unless you're right next to it. Oh, no. Not my day. Maybe I'm too hard on myself, I don't know. However, that was just dumb right there. That shouldn't have happened. There you are, the far corner from where I am, of course. Oh my god! Oh my god! Why does this happen to me? Really? Really?